Ready for war, Charkie? How you want to blow they spot? I know these dirty cops that'll get us in if we murder some wop. Hop in your Hummer, the Cassidy's ready. Meet me at Vito's with noodles. We'll do this dude while he's slurping spaghetti. Hello, Charkie.
Hey, Cass.
Welcome, one and all. Welcome to the Bad Game Hall of Fame. Welcome to Twin Caliber, episode dos, which is fitting because there's two characters and they're both wielding guns akimbo. The two's all over the place. There's two of us. We're playing this game co-op, and the song I referenced at the top of the show is none other than Twins' Deep Cover 98, Big Pun, Fat Joe, but mostly Big Pun.
Is Big Pun still with us?
No, not for a long while. Dead in the middle of Little Italy, little did we know there were riddle-some little men who didn't do diddly. Ah, man. Banger.
Mickety, Mac Daddy.
The tough part of that song, the part that's really impressive that he spitfires is the "I'll your face off the earth and curse your family's children like Amityville and drill the nerves in your cavity filling. Insanity's building a pavilion in my civilian. The canopy, the anarchy that humanity's stealing. A villain without remorse is willing to out your boss forever and take all the cheddar like child support." Something like that.
And there's the copyright strike.
Yeah. Banger song, listen to it. Go Google that up, and you'll be in for a great time. Yeah, we're playing Twin Caliber, the game for PS2, by way of Rage Games, 2002 release. And this is a tough one, but one that I'm loving so far, that I'm looking forward to this episode. I almost didn't get a chance to record today. I've been very busy today, but I made it back in the nick of time to get some Twin Caliber action in. How are you doing today?
I'm a little tired too, but I'm doing okay. You know, I am enjoying Twin Caliber, but yesterday on the Casual Monday stream, we played 500 caliber contracts, and it's hard to go back to 2.
Yeah, it's 498 less. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
but
you have to make
I'll
do.
get into the swing of things.
Speaking of getting into the swing of things, why don't we have a swing and a hit for Charkie's Stream Snack?
Tonight's stream snack is Accelerator Cotton Candy Flavor Energy Drink. Sustained energy, accelerates metabolism, enhanced focus, 0 sugar per can. Now, I'm a little hesitant here because you have sugar-flavored drink with no sugar. I mean, cotton candy is just sugar.
Yes,
So
it's time to understand it.
let us give it a taste regardless. It did not splash up and soak my hand in energy drink this time. Give it one quick taste here.
Meanwhile, I'm drinking a Monster Pipeline Punch with vodka.
Oh, speaking of punch, like right to the face. What is? I mean, I can tell the cotton candy, but oh,
Sounds like a winner.
it's another one of those pure chemical tasting kind of drinks, right? Like, and a 0 sugar cotton candy thing, that is definitely going to be pure chemical.
You don't say.
But it is so hard to describe this flavor because it is that purely fake cotton candy. That cotton candy that don't taste like cotton candy, but it does like light up certain neurons in your brain that say, that's cotton candy. It's weird. It's like invokes the word cotton candy in your mind without actually tasting like something that is cotton candy. So not one of my favorites so far. Not a good start for Accelerator brand, which I've just found in my store recently.
Hit the
We'll
brakes.
see if any of the other ones are good.
Slime
What'd you say?
Generator says, I said hit the brakes, but then Slime Generator said that imagine if Cass came in one day during Charkie's Stream Snack and just said like, yeah, I'm on Crocodile right now. I've been huffing some Jenkum before this show. It's the
You
shit.
love referencing Jenkum.
It's the funniest thing. It's the funniest fake drug. It's so funny to me that people have tried that and have suffered the consequences. Don't do drugs, kids.
I feel like if people have tried it, it stops being a fake drug.
It doesn't get you high, though.
That's, you know...
People have tried to
Yes.
smoke oregano for years, thinking it'll
True.
give them, like, the weed high, and it just doesn't. It don't work. I should know.
Yeah, I guess it's true. Alright, well, I think that'll do it for the stream snack.
That will do it for the stream snack. I'm on Crocodile. How about we get into this game? How about we get back into the twin caliber, pick up where we last left off, so on and so forth.
You know, there's a name on this drink, too, that I don't recognize. I don't know if this is like a celebrity or something. Yeah, actually. At the top of this accelerator drink, in cursive, is the name Livy Dune. So I looked it up just now. American influencer, former artistic gymnast, and Sports Illustrated swimsuit model. Oh, and former member of LSU Tigers women's gymnastics team. Hey, go Tigers. I used to go to LSU.
We're about to be outgunned, so...
Oh, we're getting right into it. Hold on.
Yeah, govern yourself accordingly.
All right. A down is... Those are both shotguns? I can never remember that.
Imagine... So it's a medium-range weapon, so I don't know.
Could be a medium-range shot. A clip of 1, so... Something with 1 shot, medium range, kind of says shotgun to me.
1 shot, 1 kill.
I think we really upset the broad back there. She'll be out for blood now.
Which means we're not in the clear yet. Let's keep moving.
So, now, can you give us a plot recap of what happened last time? I'm
Shit's
hitting the
bad.
reload button again.
The world's
so a lady-
gone topsy-turvy.
A lady came to town, and she started some sort of cult, and now the dead have risen. A priest told us that this is the work of some sort of demon. And I don't remember what else he told us besides to kill things. And we ran into, I assume, the lady who moved into town. And she had her goons that were dressed like wasps attack us.
Oh, Jesus, they are tearing us apart.
Yeah, I don't have anything longer range than this. So.
Oh, this is a grenade launcher.
Oh!
I think. Shit's blowing up real good.
Let's see, which weapon is that here?
Down.
That one?
Okay, back to
Yes, it
pistols
is.
for now.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Now I'm addicted to these things, but yeah, I should go back to pistols. I can never remember what direction pistols are.
Up.
Okay. Which one is our short-range pistol? Which one's a medium-range pistol?
Short range
Are you
is
on
the
the
Desert
medium?
Eagles. Medium range are the Glock-looking things.
Okay, so the ones we're on right now are medium.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to tell just by the looks alone. I don't have like a very good knowledge of what gun looks like what.
I think there's one to
I
the
think-
left that we can't see because the camera is a little...
Yeah. Actually, we're finally fighting some things again that don't shoot.
They're intermingling with the ones that do shoot,
Yeah.
unfortunately, but... Beautiful angle
I'm
there.
also- I'm also once again looking at the wrong, what you call it, status bar when I'm doing things.
Yeah, this game's still sick.
Yeah. Looking forward to getting the minigun again.
It's only a matter of time.
So are you trying to be accurate at all? Are you trying to save your shots for accuracy, or are you just, like, unloading?
I'm unloading. If you're gonna give me
Yeah,
dual
same.
pistols, I'm gonna fire that shit. Oh.
Oh, these are the one-hit kill
Yep.
guys, right?
Sick music we got.
Okay, I saw something below us.
As above, so below.
Okay. Well, these guys again.
I'm pretty low on health. These guys are shredding me a little bit.
Doing what I can. I kind of switched to grenades to hope that this... Oh, I think we passed it. I need to get off the grenades, though.
I got the shotguns out just to be safe.
Yeah, same.
Since these guys can one-hit kill and all. And there's a lot of them. Don't fire until you see the whites of their eyes.
Well, the screen is really tiny for me, so I never see them.
Yeah, the PS2 only has so much resolution to boot, so... Okay, back to the pistols.
Oh, there's one right next to me. Johnny in chat says, I swear at times it seems like 50% of video games from the late 90s to early 2000s use the same guitar and bass sample CD that Taken 3 uses. Yeah, good. That would be a good assumption. Is there someone there still? Yeah, there is. Oh, thought that was us doing that.
It is something we would do. Alright, I'm gonna get the guys at the bottom.
Okay. Pick the wrong weapon. I mean, it blows them up good regardless.
My kingdom for a checkpoint. Oh, I spy one. How many times have we seen that jump animation? Not enough times, that's the answer.
I wish I could have kept waving my arms around while I was jumping in midair too. Oh, I just realized I'm using the wrong controller for this game.
Oh, you're using the 360 controller?
Yeah. I was like, why does this feel really weird?
It's nice knowing you.
Okay. I might legit need to change controllers at some point.
Let me know if
just
so.
Because the L1 is not good on this one.
We haven't used
Hey, what,
dynamite since we got
next?
the grenade launchers, haven't we?
Oh yeah, I forgot that was a button. It's the truth. I tell you what, next time we die, or if we don't die and just beat the level, whichever comes first, I'll probably want to switch controllers. Shouldn't be too bad with how Parsec handles shit, right?
Yeah, it'll just resolve as another X input. Continue point mid-fight.
Oh, what am I getting shot by?
Folks on the left. This will take care of them, hopefully.
Nope. Bad weapon here for me. Okay, I need to remember, if my character is walking, I need to not throw the dynamite, because it will never go where I'm throwing it. Like, I was having a lot of issues last episode at the end during the boss fight, when I was trying to throw dynamite, and it was 100% because I was walking during all those scenes.
Let's put him down.
Whoa. Oh, this is a real bad angle.
Yeah, not my favorite.
Shooting.
That's part of the novelty, isn't it?
Which hand? Which? Okay, this.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you
They're
to shoot a
distracted,
drop.
having fun with their arms. Get them, charge. Okay, they explode?
Not much we can do about that.
No, they toss fire. Well, I like
Anybody
the sample.
here?
Oh, well, okay. Well, I'm
Wow.
going to change my controller. That was a short level.
Short, sweet. I get the feeling while you're doing that, I'm going to boost the brightness a little bit, because this game is getting dark. Let me know when you've made the switch. I'll just be sipping on my potion.
Okay. Hope this has a decent charge on it still.
Hell yeah, I'm saving that game. I do appreciate that it keeps your score saved as well, so we're picking up where we left off in terms of the body count and multipliers. Ready for some rough justice?
Let's work up to it. Start gentle.
Alright, so got the grenade launcher, shotgun, pistols.
Okay.
Fuck this. Oh, well, with that one.
No, okay. I got confused about which one I was again.
How did that not kill anyone? Come on. Okay, fuck this.
Ooh, I think my aiming is actually worse with this controller. I think the analog is less. Unless, like, this scene is fucked.
Coming pouring out.
What is going on with da. Slime Turner Chat says, I love how clear you can tell this game was made with like $5. It rules.
No, they were balling on a budget with this one. God bless them. Absolutely a low-budget affair, and it was, you know, a studio going out of business as they were making it. Going out of business in real time, but they went out with a fucking bang, if you ask me. I am quickly becoming of the opinion that this game is criminally underrated. As I know you were mentioning, that people need to just know about this game at some point. Checkpoint?
Not yet. Means to kill enemies.
Oh, Jesus.
Behind you.
I'll get the ones behind, you get the ones in front.
Yep.
Oh! Brutal.
Alright, well, now we know. I'm on the wrong weapon.
No, grenade launcher is the right weapon for this.
No, I was on the shotgun.
Okay, that is the wrong weapon for this. Get that bastard on the left.
I'm hoping that the... Yep. No, it didn't.
You hurt him, you didn't kill him.
What is going on with my... I am this guy, right? Okay, what is going on with my controls?
Okay, what exactly is going wrong? You're not doing anything to describe the nature of what is going wrong.
Like, you see my left arm? Like, I am barely touching the left analog.
Let's put him down.
Yeah, my aim is just way worse with this controller for some reason. The shooting is way better, but the aim is worse. I might have to switch back again next time we die or finish a level. And if my 360 controller or my Xbox controller breaks, I guess I'll have to buy a new one or something. I feel like the most important thing is that I'm able to aim, right?
Yes.
In this game. Yeah, see, I thought the PlayStation controller would give me the advantage of having, like, the, what you call it? The analog sticks.
On the same plane.
Yeah. But if they're acting wonky here, I don't know. There shouldn't be anything wrong with this controller. Oh, I'm going to stop complaining about it for now. Okay, so get the shotguns ready. Whoa, 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 you saw that, right?
Oh, I'm using the grenade launchers. Nope, now I'm using the grenade. Fuck. The grenade launcher and the shotgun having, like, nearly identical looks to them. The grenade launcher not looking like a grenade launcher in the sense that I'm familiar with is really fucking with me for this section.
Continue.
Come on. Okay, what do you want me to do, game? There we go. Perfect. I lost so much score, too. That's the worst part, is that because I'm the one who keeps getting killed, I'm losing score.
No, I'm not talking, and that's because I didn't have time to get back to my chair. Shit. Hell. I tripped on my way back.
Ay, 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 Charky.
I'll get the desk someday. What weapon am I? So I think... Okay, here's what I think. Now that I switched it back and got some time at the start of that stage, I think the aiming on that first screen at that camera angle is just completely fucked. Although the aiming on this does feel a little better, a little more linear.
I dropped a strategic save state.
Yeah.
What is going on here? Why is this such a fucking struggle?
I don't like how, like, when we get in here, two of them just, like, warp in. And, like, disappear, like something's fucking up.
Fire in the hole!
Using the wrong weapon. Okay. Or I was.
Fire in the hole!
Okay, there we go.
Thank God.
What? Where am I aiming? Yeah, that's a use for the either grenade launcher or shotgun.
Or TNT. Whatever is immediately available.
Whatever sounds more fun in the moment. Between levels, I might just turn up the brightness on my TV too. Or next time we have like a cutscene. Slime appears, says elevator of just 50 zombies waiting around it. Amazing.
Fire in in the hole!
Oh,
Yeah,
they
just
can
like-
jump now. They jump now?
The TNT. Well, never mind. I hope there are no survivors down there.
Remember, controlled burst!
No.
Don't have
No
a full
control
auto
burst.
weapon. Yeah, it's.
Get my dust!
Even if I did, I wouldn't be doing that right now.
F. Zoe Blackheart says the voice acting is peak.
Yeah, they're peeking the microphone.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
No, I love it.
The direction in the booth was just louder, faster, more intense.
Not really faster. They do kind of take their time with their words a little bit.
Do you know what I'm quoting?
No.
That was the only direction that George Lucas gave to any of his actors in Star Wars. Was faster,
Oh.
louder, more intense. Those are the only three things he knew how to do because he wasn't a fucking director.
More, you freak!
He's the worst actor's director who's ever lived, according to measure of everyone who worked with him. He's also not a very good writer.
I would have liked to have seen the version of Star Wars, the original trilogy, like, where he went further with that direction. Just Star Wars All Shout Edition.
I like to see the version of Star Wars that his then wife didn't edit, which was apparently unfucking watchable. I guess you can watch it if you watch that what that unremastered or what do you call it? That particular re-edit of New Hope that adds in every scene that was cut out of it. And it's just these endless fucking scenes in like 144p quality off of like one of those Star Wars multimedia CD-ROMs that happen to have a couple scenes on it, just spliced into the fucking movie. The unspecialized edition, thank you, Magic Meows. In case you absolutely positively needed to hear Luke have a conversation with Wedge about Tossie Station and the power converters or whatever the fuck.
Oh, weird. Blasting through these levels. You remember, like, the first episode, all the levels took, like, ages.
Well, we haven't run into a boss yet. And that's gonna slow our asses right down. Vertigo.
Oh, I hope this is an entire falling level. Like, for some reason, we just fall for, like, 5
That'd be
minutes.
so sick, though. You joke. I'd love it.
Yeah, it'd be like the stage intros in MDK.
Ay, ay, ay.
Okay, who am I? Where am I? Okay, got a handle on it. Oh, I forgot I was gonna try to adjust the brightness on my TV. Oh well.
Hands up, scumbag!
Oh, you probably don't want auto reload off. Yeah, there you go.
No, I accidentally tapped it while reaching over for triangle. But I corrected.
Something's still alive. Yep. Okay. It needs the kill thing.
Freshly spawned in.
Where is there someone right next to me, or is that no? That's
No, when it's
Yeah,
doing
me
this
too.
camera, there's rarely, if ever, anyone else on screen. Unless you're doing the kick, which also does that zoom in, but that's usually the Max Payne sort of like, you've cleared the room, let's... Oh, back to one gun.
okay.
Feel the rush!
You know what, let's make that one gun a shotgun. Or I guess the grenade launcher, because I keep fucking that up.
My guy feels like he's always doing a needless tactical role.
My guy, too. I mean, it's very cool. Don't get me wrong. It's awesome. And I wouldn't have it any other way, but it is also fucking pointless through and
I
through.
mean, you've seen those videos of cops who just do needless, like, tactical roles and, like, spins over vehicles?
Yes. Jump the hood! Jump the hood! Gotta apprehend this shoplifter.
Help, trouble, old man!
Alright. We're back in guns.
Alright. I've turned up the brightness on my television. It looks like shit, but I can see a little bit better.
Yeah, I had to do the same concession for the stream output just because I recognized how fucking dark these stages have been.
Is there any way? There has to be, right? Because I'm going back to the Star Wars thing from earlier. There has to be a way to watch like the original versions of the original trilogy still.
Yeah, but not in 1080p. Unless you're going with like some AI upscale shit.
Like, who cares 1080p? Just like watching the actual original didn't fuck it up versions of it.
Well, yeah, it's the last VHS release, or I think the Laserdisc releases maybe. So you'll cap out at what, like 480p, which is, you know, good enough.
But that's got to be archived somewhere, is what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, the original film reels are archived. Library of Congress has, you know, is preserving the original cuts. And I think there was actually a screening of the original Star Wars at some point, either upcoming or coming soon, or just recently passed, I mean to say.
Well, I know they just did that one of Episode 3, which is not the original trilogy, but
well, no,
that's a thing.
Yeah, that's a different thing entirely. I'm talking about this was like an art house or like Library of Congress screening. It was a big to-do because it's the first time it's happened in decades.
I feel like if I were to ever watch Star Wars again, I would prefer to watch those original cuts.
Oh,
instead of like adding the extra stuff to it.
The extra stuff is funnier. Han Solo awkwardly dodging, Greedo shooting first is peak comedy. And, you know, I don't take Star Wars seriously. I don't care about Star Wars anymore. It's dead to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just watch the fucking special remastered editions. Who gives a fuck?
And I feel like the old ones are more visually coherent.
Kick.
Yeah, kick his ass.
Well, it was more like his sternum I was kicking, I think. Oh. Got another one dropping in.
Again.
Kick again. So nice, we got to see it twice.
I hope they drop another one in right there.
We have to find the answer by ourselves.
Say something nice.
You've said nothing but nice things about this game.
Yeah, I feel like the most redundant redeem that you could do for this game.
Something nice about it, something novel, something new about it.
Sure.
I don't know, like, we're going from place to place. This game moves. Like, yeah, these last few levels have been rooftop, but, you know, they've been different in different ways. They've had different design philosophies. They've had us doing encounters at different ranges. Even when they are, like, doing some amount of tile recycling, they are using each level as an excuse to try, like, new combat encounters. So they are constantly, like, changing the pace, changing how you approach it on a level-by-level basis. And when they aren't, you know, recycling stuff, I mean, there have been so many unique places that we passed through. You know, the worst thing a third-person or first-person shooter can do, in my mind, the worst thing a shooter, I guess I should say, in general can do, is to be fucking boring. And one of the quickest ways to be boring is to make it feel like it all takes place in the same place. Make it feel like there's no sense of progression or momentum or change of scenery. Oh, one-hitters.
Yep. You know what this game could use, though, is between levels, having, like, a map with, like, our path drawn out on it.
Oh, yeah.
If I switch to the guns again? Well, no, never mind. That's a redundant sentence. Pistols, I mean to say. I feel like in my head, like, pistol is the default gun.
Yeah. It's absolutely the workhorse of this game. So you spend the most time shooting. Not
only in this game, but I mean in real life. Like, the default gun in my head is a pistol.
I'm trying to think what my default weapon would be. Probably like something like a... I don't know, like a semi-auto rifle, like an M1 Garand or something.
I'm
That just
actually
screams
surprised
gun
that
to me.
I'm honestly surprised that it's not a pistol for you of some sort.
I mean, don't get me
like a
wrong, I love
revolver.
pistols. Revolvers,
Yeah.
specifically. Now, single action army, that's a fucking gun. That is gun right there.
Baby, I don't need you after all. One with a fit.
Slime appears says default gun in my head is a shotgun, specifically like the style of one that you get at the start of Resident
There's like a
Evil 4.
pump action shotgun, like a fucking Remington or what have you.
Oh, I'm losing a lot of health.
Shoot more.
I'm trying.
Can you keep up? Hands up, comrade. Your move.
On the right.
Yeah, I see them all.
Some blood on the wall.
I'm stuttering a little for some reason.
Well, that's the frame rate.
I don't know if that's part. It might be parsec then, if it's not something you're noticing. In which case, like, whatever, that'll have to deal with that.
You're having nothing but issues tonight.
I know. Oh god.
This is
these
gonna be
guys have-
tough. Yeah.
Yeah, there was no way I was going to survive that.
Try it again, but better. I'll get the ones up top.
Trouble, old man. I'm beginning to like this.
I'm just going fucking dynamite.
Fire in the hole.
I feel like dynamite's going to be more important up the next section. We're just facing that corner. Oh, never mind. No, it's actually getting a little rough right now, too.
And don't forget, we also have the grenade launchers.
Yeah.
I ain't your mama.
Jesus Christ. Well,
Lose out on
blew all my grenade
my
ammo.
health still. Yeah. I think I'm just going to have to... No, that's not working for me.
I'm gonna try dual shotguns.
Please, checkpoint. Oh, come on.
I thought you
Warning! Warning!
There you go.
Oh, whew. Yeah. Johnny says, one thing I personally wish this game had was some way to avoid damage beyond how quickly you kill enemies, because sometimes it feels like an HP check. There was that
A boss
one
that was
boss.
straight up a DSP race, yeah.
Yeah. No, a DPS race.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
A DSP race would be to see how fast you can lose all your money.
Raise the roof. Looks like we're getting our assault rifles back.
Well,
Goodbye to the
Let's
grenade
see.
launcher, maybe? Nope.
nope.
Fuck. Don't worry, the glass broke our fall. As glass is known to do.
Your Honor.
I wonder if I just... How is that going to resolve?
Whoa. Let's
Whoa.
walk and learn, boy.
And back to pistols. Cool.
Yeah.
Yep, here come agents.
I wonder if the body counts persist between lives as well. Or if it resets to what it was when we
Oh
died.
my god,
Like, I
I'm
haven't
dying.
noticed.
Note to self, use TNT.
Yeah. I kind of wish they would give us back one of our long-range options, even if they don't do that much damage.
I wish you could pick which weapons you get going into a stage. That would absolutely be, like, a boon to this game, is the ability to...
Yeah, but you wouldn't know going into the stage what you would want, right?
Well, the problem is that they're giving us guns that aren't equipped for these stages, honestly.
Well,
they're forcing us to use blunt tools in a sharp tool situation, or however that expression goes.
I'm just saying that if they gave you the option, then you would be doing the same thing, but it'd be your own fault.
I can live with that.
BigBean.gov asks, just joining, did you twin the calibers yet?
Let that music be your answer.
Oh, God. Yep, okay, yeah. Of course, right there.
I'm just locking my guns for this. This is only one of them attacks at a time.
Oh, look at that. Look at that camera zoom in. Yep. And you're going to zoom in, there's going to be a zombie peering out that window going, oh, I'm not going out there.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
lay it down, lay it down.
Oh, good DNA. TNT. DNA. What the fuck am I talking about? I just... No, whatever I was trying to say had 3 letters in, and I just went for it.
You got a 1 out of 26 chance for each of those letters, so...
Yeah.
Those sound like good odds to me.
You go pistols, I'll stick with the shotguns in case they get close.
Yeah, I'm trying to take him out from range. I'm trying to split my aim both ways. I really am trying to take advantage of independent aiming rather than like concentrating fire when I can.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's so satisfying to shoot 2 things on complete opposite ends of the room. You know, as much as I love first-person shooters, something that a first-person shooter can never do is like a proper, like, good Akimbo weapon, where you can hit like 2 targets at the same time, just out of like the way those things control. It takes a real shooter.
Johnny says, I do like how every gun you have in the level is physically equipped on your character. How we're like visibly strapped up.
Ay, ay, ay. They're like the one-hit guys, except now they're purple.
One-hit guys, and also like camera controls were funky because of how we were facing. Oh.
Yeah, keep the shotguns out. Expecting one to come down from upstairs.
Sneak up behind us.
Up there they are. They're about to jump.
I'm not jumping over there. They've got guns.
Well, I guess if I must, if my programming demands it. But I'm doing this under protest. This game's soundtrack is something.
Yeah.
And imagine it had a soundtrack like Wet. It was just like psychobilly. That'd be pretty sick.
I wonder if the soundtrack is on KH Insider.
God, I
even
hope
like
so.
a game rip, you know.
We're just in the void right now on our screen. It's just pure black. Actually, no, even with the brightness, it's really not doing that great a job of showing where the ground begins and our feet end.
Yeah, this is the safest place for me. I guess I just have to take care of my end of things.
Yeah, I can't reach that far.
I just love, like, the fact that they just... Once you get into that slow-mo thing, even when you're not shooting them, they are just continuously exploding. Like, the explosion is cascading throughout them for no reason.
Because they know it looks sick. And this game is just about doing cool, sick shit. Oh.
Okay.
How long
You
have
did
I
not
been
look like you were
smoking
gonna
this
make that.
one cigarette? I do
You
think
haven't
smoke-
found a light yet.
Oh, that'd be tragic. I mean, we could just use the flames on this building, couldn't we?
He's not thinking that far ahead. You know, he's missing the obvious.
Slime Generator says that Twin Caliber is a game about frauding with your homie. Now, that would be Twin Jets is the name of that technique.
I would like a counter of how many times my character has said, "I ain't your mama."
Oh, there was some cover in the way as I tried to toss some TNT.
I am about to die. It seems like in any given section, for the most part, the game chooses which character is the one
gonna be
that
suffering.
everyone is going to...
Yeah. Okay, get that up on the roof.
Make me think about
Come on.
those.
Oh.
Yeah, I got killed.
Learn, boy.
Okay, some
I'm
one
getting off of the
TNT.
getting off of the shotgun. You just got... Yeah, I can't ever do it when I'm moving.
Okay, this is gonna be tough. TNT down below. TNT off to the side.
Stuck behind a wall. You have some more health right now than I did last time.
Did my TNT not go off at one of those points?
It might have been doing the thing where you throw it one way and you're moving, so it just goes a completely different way. You don't see it anymore.
There
Okay,
we
checkpoints.
go. Sick rolls. God, look at our body counts. We've killed literally thousands of enemies between us.
Like, what do you think the population of this town is?
Well, it's about 3,000 less by now, I can tell you that much.
'Cause I think they established this is a small town.
It's about to get a lot smaller.
Oh, I forgot how much of a strain this game is on the hands, physically.
We're not even doing, like, particularly tough parts right now. We're not up to the bosses,
Yeah.
which are truly, like, tests of your skill.
We're there.
I'm just not fucking with these gun guys at all. I'm just... The second I see them jumping, I lay the TNT down by them so they land in explosions before they can do too much damage to us. That means I'm out of TNT, unfortunately, but I guess I could switch to the grenade launcher if need be.
Damn, no more rooftop. We could jump. And break a leg? Real smart. I'm taking those stairs. Okay, whatever you say, old man. From now on, I'm keeping my feet firmly on the ground.
Yeah, fucking right. 2 levels from now, you're gonna be jumping again.
Pain, no gain.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh! Didn't even take 1 stage. Didn't even take 10 seconds. Incredible. Slime Appear says, this game feels like what my rose-colored glasses tell me Die Hard Trilogy was like. Yeah, no, pretty close. Since we played that for the Die Hard night, Stream Hard with a Vengeance, I think we called it.
I believe so.
And, it was pretty sick. F. Zoe Blackheart asks, what game is this? This is Twin Caliber. It's a game about guns akimbo and wiping out thousands of enemies.
Oh,
and it is good.
We have long range again.
Come on, let's cut through the stores and make our way to the fun fair. Okay.
The fun fair.
I don't know where it is.
It's right.
There it is.
Fuck this.
Actually, yeah.
Oh, you freak.
For the sake of this, right here.
I thought you were a hot shot.
Oh, we're in the bar.
Let's do it now.
Shotgun's still proven effective.
Whoa! Look at that hole! What the hell did that? Dunno. There's slime everywhere. Man, it stinks. Let's dish out some justice. That's way too low.
Get them as they come out.
Run! Come on, kid, get back to the action.
Guys with guns, creepy, stinky crawlies. Can we catch a break?
Object destruction. I do know if that's what it said.
Shot jam, old man. Yeah, baby. Heads up, scumbag.
I don't know if that TNT's gonna hit anything.
I don't think there was.
I got
many
one.
Zombies out there.
One's better than none.
Yeah, baby.
You know what? Let's try the AKs out. It's been a minute.
If you remember, they do very little damage.
Yes, but I'm expecting stuff to attack us from range, even though we are in, like, close quarters.
Uh,
Now it's back to pistols.
Nebula in chat says, this is what the Bad Boys tying game should have been.
Yes, it should have. So did we hate Miami Takedown, or did we begrudgingly respect it at the end?
We came to an understanding with the game.
That's it. That game
Or it was.
needed co-op. The fact that it's just single
Yes.
player and alternates between the Bad Boys, criminal.
Oh, we got insta-kill guys lumped in here.
Well, less of them now. I know gun fu. Show me. I thought more were coming out.
Oh, you almost got that guy. Well, okay, I guess we're done to that room. Whoop.
Fuck it.
All right, overheat. I forgot that's what these guns do.
Someone on Twitter asked about this game, like with the pointers on screen. They're like, you have to have like ricochet to justify those. To justify those things being on the screen, right? And I had to explain, like, no, think of it like a laser sight, because you would have no idea where you're aiming in this game if it wasn't for these.
Yeah, a good thing we can tell where we're aiming. Good thing we have these to tell where we're aiming right now.
Oh, okay, game. What did you want me to do there? Let's huddle for a second. What did you think I could do if I couldn't see what was happening? Drop a quick save. It's gonna do that shit to us again.
I think it has sorted itself out, potentially.
Oh, buddy's nerfed. Yeah, just again, imagine this game without the laser sights, and you just had to like look at where your hands are pointed, and then like guesstimate where your bullets are gonna land.
Yeah.
It'd be impossible.
I mean, it's hard enough with the things, to be honest.
Heads up, scumbag!
I broke that fish tank. I sure hope there weren't any
Those
fish
fish are
in
probably
there.
zombies too.
Oh no, the poor fish.
Am I embarrassing you, man? This for you, freak.
Okay, do a roll. Whoop.
It sounds like block rockin' beats. Back with another one of those block rockin' beats. Tough fucking screen.
Yeah.
And they hate my ass. Yours too, evidently.
Yeah.
Trouble, old man.
Come on, checkpoint, checkpoint. You know you want to. Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Oh, yeah, I'm still in lock arms mode. You know what? Yeah, I need to change up to.
Remember, short controlled bursts. Not bad advice.
Honestly, part of it that I'm doing is letting one gun go, letting it get kind of hot, and then switching to the other gun while it cools off. Oh god, this room's still going. Okay.
Game is heating up.
I'm in trouble, man.
God damn it. We might need to drop a save state around here.
Yeah, how many continues do we have?
Like 2 more. I'm still doing the thing. I think I'm you.
Point blank, man.
Achoo!
Bless you.
Can't put my hand in front of my face because I'm too busy twin calibering. Fuck these. I'm having no luck with these assault rifles at this point. This run, I'm just like, I cannot control the overheating.
Like, the way I've been doing it is mostly focusing on one gun and then switching to the other.
Well, that doesn't work for me. Because then I don't remember which gun is overheating when. Now, granted, I am going to die.
Me too.
You first.
Yeah, we need to drop a.
Yep, it's dropped.
Come on, let's blast this joint. Make it look easy. He won't see him, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on the ones that come up on us from this end.
Yep, I'll keep one eye on the ones in the window. Until the game does that, then we're both forced to address the same target. Good TNT. Okay.
That guy's still there doing things. Right. Jesus.
I'm going to recommend whatever your strategy with the assault rifles isn't working.
No, I'm doing different things. I'm adjusting to the situation.
Go. Do you think these dudes get close enough for shotguns at a certain point?
I don't think so. I feel like they're not.
I'm getting some crosshair action with the shotguns out. Okay.
I only have one TNT left.
TNT.
Ah,
It's the same spot every single time.
it is. I don't think there's any like one mistake I'm making. You gotta trust me. I'm trying different things.
Conserve your TNT for that section. Don't use TNT until that point. I'll use TNT for these guys because I think that's appropriate. I'll throw another one in that direction, focus on the ones on the left.
We do have that invincibility code in our back pocket, but
Yeah, if we need it. I would rather not, though. Okay. TNT for the ones that come out the window. TNT for ones that come out of that window.
same spot.
Okay. Never said this game was easy, folks.
No.
As I've said 100 times during this playthrough so far.
Sorry for no commentary, but trying to lock the fuck in.
I have to use some of my TNT here just because we are not getting these kills fast enough.
Give this to your mama. This, baby. Fire in the hole.
Last TNT
You're
for
gonna
me.
Please, please be a checkpoint. You literally have no pixels of health.
Gotta be behind the bar. It's gotta be behind the bar and then.
Player on. Oh, thank God.
Oof. Brutal. You better believe I'm saving after that. The Inconvenience Store was the name of that mission, and boy howdy.
Sure was. Let me finish off this energy drink. Okay, we'll get to do melee in this stage.
Shotguns and flares. Don't fucking mind if I do. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Let me just one hand this shotgun. Let me aim it sideways. That absolutely will not shatter my wrist. May as well just combine your hands at this point so that...
Yep, which I've done. I guess for the sake of people watching this to know why we're doing that, so we're pointing the torch and the gun in the same direction at the same time.
No pain! No
we can actually see what we're hitting. A novel concept.
Sharpen up, Junior!
Do you think this entire stage is going to be flare?
I
It'd
don't
be
know why
novel.
they would have given... Yeah, it would. I don't know why they would have given us a long range if that were the case.
Come on, kid, get back to the action.
We could probably cover different sectors, one person aiming one
Yeah.
direction, but... I also like toggling.
Come on, kid, get back. No pain, no gain.
I said it a million times, they love putting player 2 on the left side.
What?
There
One
was
hit
the
killer.
insta-kill guy. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, wait. There.
Remember, control burn, kid.
Controlled burst of your shotgun.
I think this game would be better if the one-hit kill enemies had, like, a sound signifier. You know, like, what's the most famous one-hit kill enemy of all time?
I thought you were
The ghost from Pac-Man.
Try a, you know, a more modern game, like the circa 2004, 2005.
Okay, Sinistar.
I'll kill you. The fucking chainsaw guys from Resident Evil 4.
Right.
Yes. And, you know, how do you tell they're coming from a distance? You hear that fucking chainsaw rev up, and then you know, okay, the shit's real now. These enemies need something more distinct. Yeah.
That's like Left 4 Dead, you know, audio design. At any given time, like, you know if the witch is pissed off, you know if a tank is showing up.
what a bug.
Okay. Now I know he's gonna come from the left. Or right, I mean.
The right, yes. Stage left.
Yes. Exit stage left. I'm just pre-firing.
What?
What? In what fucking universe? I was pre-firing and everything.
I didn't even see an enemy there killing you. I was watching your guy. Are we gonna have to drop a save state soon?
just for that one enemy? Maybe. Like, I love this game. I love its moxie. I love its central gimmick. There's absolutely things that it does needlessly cruelly. And things that are just straight up oversights or that did not have the time to implement, and you would assume or hope that they knew that they probably should have implemented some of this stuff that we're suggesting.
I will go out there and say it. There are some things that are just poorly designed, like the DPS boss fight that we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
I think it is still good in spite of the flaws that it has.
It's got enough charm, it's got enough novelty, and, you know, what other game has its central mechanic be that you fire 2 guns independently? What other game is built entirely around that concept?
Essentially a third-person shooter rail shooter.
Yeah.
Or a twin-stick rail shooter.
I'm going to save state here, because I think this is the screen,
Okay.
is it not?
Yes, it is.
Okay, the second we start walking... I came fucking prepared that time.
I feel like I'm in a position where I can't really get at much stuff because there's a box in my way. Unless they start coming down here, in which case I'm in the perfect position.
Sit on this.
Oops. 2 TNTs. Oh, you got someone with it, though.
Baby, I don't need you after all.
Checkpoint. Fuck it, I'm just gonna tap the TNT button. Wherever it falls. Why is there like a shiny blue thing on the wall behind us? Do you see that?
Yeah, I see it.
Sticking out like a sore thumb?
Yeah, like a key card, not key card, but like some sort of security thing, like a touchpad.
Maybe we'll pick it up in a second. Or maybe we'll just walk right past it. Who's to say?
Just be like a
Oh, the
thermometer.
camera turning!
Yeah, yep.
Oh, I wanted to let the TNT get a kill anyway. Okay.
Multiplier max.
Yeah, 11
Oh,
is the
it's
maximum
11.
multiplier on this
Okay.
difficulty. On the hard difficulty, I think it's like 15.
Let's dish out some justice.
I know it's higher. I couldn't tell you by how much, honestly. There's also one of the big differences in difficulties is that there's just way fucking more enemies on the harder difficulties.
No, I am the dude.
Way
I don't
less
even-
frames per second.
Yes. I don't even think it changes like damage values necessarily. I think it's just the fact they're tossing more at you, which actually gives you more opportunities to get more fucking points and to like spray and pray and be rewarded for it. Okay, there we go. Get back to dual wielding.
Alright, well, this is probably why they gave us long-range weapons. Well, I can still hit these guys with my pistols.
Yeah.
I'd honestly rather use the pistols if I can afford to,
No, absolutely.
just because of the damage.
And the lack of overheating.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, stinky.
I think that was supposed to be water, but yeah, from the bottom side when we came in, it looked like stink gas.
Check it out. We won't need my gun stash anymore. Not so fast, Valdez. These are BB guns, Boy Scout toys. Damn!
Those are definitely like anti-tank rifles and shit on the wall.
I think he meant to say.
BBs.
I think they meant to say like airsoft. Oh, now we're back in it. We got the techno. We are so back, baby. Yeah, just single file, motherfuckers.
As I lose my multiplier somehow.
Here comes the blood. Alright, take the flare back out. Oh,
Yep,
I was
there.
close. I see some explosive barrels. Let's blow them up.
Oh, where?
Holy
What?
shit.
Oh, okay, here we are. Did I even... Okay.
One assault rifle, easier to manage than two. Alright, I see that checkpoint. I see that med kit, which means checkpoint. Just a little longer. I say to myself.
Uh-oh.
Damn it. Back down below. I wonder if I can skip this.
No, we can't skip cutscenes.
Yes, you can.
Oh, wait. You can? Okay. What game was I thinking of where you can't narc? Speaking of narc.
Okay, so when we get topside, save all your TNT for that. Don't waste any of it down here. Because when you die and respawn, they only give you 5 TNT. Whereas you can stockpile TNT the longer you live and don't use it.
Bad camera here. Where am I? I'm well and truly off screen right now.
I guess the game don't fucking care.
I feel like I'm not supposed to be here.
Yeah, something when Cattywump is here. As is prone to happen in this game on occasion.
Do I go upstairs with you, or am I stuck? Now,
Oh.
goodbye.
Huh. Interesting. Is this really happening right now?
Well, it is now a single-player game.
Huh. Huh? I'm in the void, Charkie.
What if... You're not losing health, though. What if enemies aren't spawning in now?
Well, our multiplier is going to drain real fast, I can tell you that much.
Nope, okay, there are enemies.
No, I'm just spraying and praying.
Oh, okay. I mean, this works for me, because I've been having some connection issues with Parsec now, so... I don't have to worry about the stuttering if he can't do anything.
Huh. There's no reload last checkpoint.
No.
Did I save state recently?
You save stated down in the place where you kept getting hit by that one-shot enemy at the start of the stage.
Well, we might need to fucking leverage that again because nothing's happening here. Huh. Well,
oh, right into it. Okay, this is where the one shot keeps getting it. Okay, got to it.
Completely, I'd say it's downright unacceptable for that to be an issue present in the game. That's the sort of thing that you need to catch in QA before your game goes gold. I mean, knowing that they didn't have the choice for it, knowing they didn't have the option for it, but still.
It is the first time we've run into that particular issue, though.
Yeah.
We have died a lot.
Oh, wrong gun for the situation.
Huh? Oh, how'd you... one-shot guy again.
I was switching weapons.
There is...
Fucking hell. I didn't throw the TNT that time. That was the thing I did wrong, is I didn't throw the TNT. I need to just bank the TNT off the wall. And have it catch the enemy for me.
Yeah, okay.
Why is it that, like, the first thing, and this isn't me, like, I'm not gonna, like, you know, call you out specifically, but I Am Headful says emulation? No. I don't see how emulation would cause an issue of that nature. Like, emulation can cause visual issues, but something where the scripting straight up falls apart. Where...
In fact, there is an emulation issue with this game where the UI doesn't load correctly on a certain level. That's an emulation issue.
Yes.
We did manage to fix that. Thanks to who?
Sozuka.
Please tell me you remember. Thank you. Yeah. Into the Discord helped us fix that. But yeah, something like what happened there, I really doubt that would be an emulation issue.
Like, there have been cases of games where emulation has caused, like, game-breaking issues in the sense of, like, code that doesn't execute properly. But, I mean, I would look at that, and my first thought would absolutely just be, like, no, that's, like, you know, bad design. That is bad scripting. That is a character getting caught. And, you know, the pathfinding that enables this to be a rail shooter where they are constantly, like, you know, in movement. Or, you know, where like, the game scripting requires them to be in lockstep with, like, some preset path.
Actually, we did have another issue, I guess, earlier tonight. Remember when the camera got stuck in the fish tank?
Yeah. What I'm chalking that up to... I'm
not saying that's an emulation thing.
No, I know.
I'm just saying that there's another...
But my hunch is that when you die and continue in this game... that there are things that are supposed to reset, values that are supposed to reset that probably don't. That there is something that, like, breaks with the pathfinding when you have to load it from the checkpoint. That, like, maybe is not, like, where it's supposed to be, doing what it's supposed to do. There's some coordinates that are misset.
When we jump down and see that cutscene again, do you want to drop a save state then?
Yeah.
It's not quite yet. We have we have a flare-off section to get through.
Okay, they come from behind now. Jesus.
Okay, I'm close enough to actually probably use the shotguns. Okay, now I'm not.
Alright, it's coming up soon.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna
Yeah, go
save
ahead
it here. Okay, actually, no. I'm gonna save it at the top of the cutscene so we can skip the cutscene.
Whoa, check it out.
There we go.
What? Oh, okay. I wonder if it's something else besides loading from a checkpoint. That it's like potentially like clearing an area before my guy has like hit his mark or something. Could fuck it up.
Well, I mentioned it because that camera issue we had was after the second time we loaded from a checkpoint that was in close proximity to
Sure.
that moment in the scripting.
Yeah, but then when we loaded it again, we were fine. Anyway, speaking of fine, we're fine.
Yeah.
We just gotta remember the part coming up ahead is difficult.
Well, we'll have an abundance of TNT for it. Okay. So upstairs, what are we beset by?
The guys with guns.
Okay, and we go back to like one-handed too, I think, at the same time.
Yes. Yeah, these weren't the guys that gave us issues. These were the guys that gave us issues.
I'm just liberally using TNT here. Because there's so many of them, and they can drain us so quickly if they're left
Yeah.
unchecked. Last one.
I think there is another wave that comes in here. Yep, this is the wave where we died on it.
Okay.
My guy just throwing his shit wherever. He threw it sideways, he threw it sideways again. I am locked armed, so there's only one way I could potentially throw it.
There we go. Checkpoint.
Looks like it.
Oh. Okay. Keep an eye out for one-hitters. I'm going shotguns for this kind of deal. Yep. Just keep coming out of that one gate.
I thought you were a hot shot.
Okay. Good. Oh, I got left, you got right.
Okay.
More, you freak.
Here we go. I have a feeling they're gonna throw one-hit killers at us as we walk backwards.
Actually, locking arms wouldn't be a bad idea here. Well, there's a checkpoint.
Oh, yep. Big bears.
Yep.
Huh. I guess we didn't hit that checkpoint.
No.
At least we get to shoot down that corridor again and kill endless scores of these fuckers. Very satisfying. Okay, when we start running backwards, I'm gonna quick save again.
Okay.
All right. Quick save here. Yep. Good thinking. Good stinking. Don't trip over those boxes. Oof. Okay, maybe we can't rely on the shotguns. I'm just gonna go.
Maybe one of us. You use that. I'll use shotguns.
Okay. Jesus Christ! Damn. That one on the right.
Use pistols.
Yeah, please. Lock those arms, though.
Slime Tanner says, "God, this game looks hard as fuck." Mayo.
It is. Looks are not deceiving in this case. What is with this guy? 2 of them. Okay, you know what? TNT. Let's time this right. 3, 2, 1.
Hands up! Some blood on the wall.
Ooh, a third one. Okay. I'm gonna try shotguns, duel, and using TNT. As soon as I start seeing them appear, I'm just gonna drop it right in front of me.
I'm gonna stick with the pistols just so I can see if I can get any earlier damage on them.
This is fucked. There's like no good answer for this. We're trying like all the tools they're giving us. I guess I could try the AK, even though I know it does like piss damage. But it's the only thing that's gonna hit them from afar, I guess. It's the only thing that'll start draining them as soon as they appear on screen.
In that case, I don't want to switch to this.
Overheated. Yeah, so the assault rifles don't work for that reason.
Ooh.
Okay. Let's try shotguns again. Even though they have no fucking range. Yeah, what do they want us to do? This is one of those things where this is just bad design. This is just bad design is what this is. It's kind of undeniable where you can try 20 different solutions and have none of them be effective at all. Even if you know where the enemy is coming from.
Alright, got it.
Okay.
I think it was both of us doing shotguns made that better. Like, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but like the parsec stuttering was making that harder for me to get a beat on them. And I'm not downloading anything, so.
And neither am I.
Yeah.
Break glass for points. It's like Target Terror, my other favorite rail shooter. Okay. Hopefully the TNT... Well, no, I guess it didn't take care of anyone, ultimately. Okay, assault rifles. My kingdom for a checkpoint.
Oh no, he's far away. No, they're right there.
Oh god, not
God,
these
not-
fucking things.
Yeah. Damn.
Okay. Did we have a save state anywhere near here? Oh, right there.
No, this is a good thing to have anyway.
Okay, so we gotta switch to assault rifles in a second because
Coming
that's
up.
when. There's someone around the corner. Yep, there we go.
Yeah.
I know how this game thinks. Okay. Have to make sure every window is fucking dead. Okay. I'll get the aisle on the right. Okay. You get the stuff on the right because you're closer to it. I'll get the ones in the deep pocket. Okay. Oh, right, no. Not time to switch away just yet.
Alright, these guys. Alright. Further than we got last time.
End of level.
Please?
Checkpoint,
No.
at the very least.
Well, yeah.
Hey, it's flooded.
Yeah, safe.
Nasty backs up from the sewer. After you, old man. Thanks. How considerate.
We got a sewer level!
I'm the gentleman.
This is a boss, right?
Another fire mess you got us into. Shh, did you hear that? Portman, watch out!
Yep. Oh, ooh.
Don't.
How the hell do we kill this thing? Find a weak spot. Go for the underbelly.
Okay, we're going for that underbelly. Oh, we're dying? We're dying?
We're dead. Alright. Not actually sure what killed me.
After you.
I have a hunch.
How considerate.
I have a very stupid, slightly frustrating hunch. I'll skip the dialogue. I'm going to test something. Don't shoot anything in a second.
Okay.
The barrels.
Okay.
How the hell do we kill this thing?
So I thought we had to shoot those to, like, hurt him, because it said hit the underbelly, and he's, like, right over those barrels.
Well, there's two different types of barrels. Maybe the green is, like, radioactive barrel.
Okay, but you see that the not green have skull and crossbones on them.
Yeah.
I'm the gentleman. Another fire mess you got us into.
Yeah, so I think shoot the red barrels and don't shoot the green barrels. Like, let me test this.
Are you sure you have your colors correct there?
Find a weak spot. Go for the underbelly.
Okay, so
you blew the center one.
I
was
I
aiming
didn't touch a
specifically for the
button.
one on the
No,
right.
I never shot a single shot.
Another fire mess you got us into. Shh, did you hear that? Fortman,
All right.
You blew up one of them, so you blew
I
up
blew
that
up the middle one.
Yeah.
So blow up the green, not the dark ones.
How the hell do we kill this thing? Find a weak
I'm gonna reload it now.
underbelly.
Yeah.
After you, old man.
Again, the thing is, when you shot it, you shot both of them.
Another fire mess you got us into. Shh, did you hear that? Fortman, watch out!
So I guess shoot the radioactive when he's above it.
How the hell do we kill this thing? Find a weak spot.
I'll let
Go
you.
for the underbelly.
Or what is happening here? Is it not shoot any of the barrels?
You, old man.
Huh.
Another fire mess you got us into. Shh, did you hear that? Fortman, watch out!
Okay.
How the hell
I'm gonna try
this thing?
the barrel on the right.
Go for the underbelly.
Yep,
Okay.
it's the ones you shoot the one on the left.
Those the skull and crossbones ones that we do shoot.
Evidently. Fuck.
No, we're taking damage again.
No, it's because it's one of the green barrels blew up. Maybe are these barrels one-hit kill when they activate?
Did you hear that?
Like, I think they take multiple hits before the boss fight actually starts. And then when the boss is above them, they take exactly one shot.
We kill this thing.
Yes, I think that I'm only doing one shot when I go after these things.
I missed that one. That one's on me because the camera shifted and that made the analog stick shift. This is bad. This is a bad fight. This is incredibly ill-conceived.
Go for the underbelly.
This, I think, should have been straight up cut. Whatever this is.
Nope, you shot the thing.
This is criminally
Pure
bad.
accuracy.
Yeah, this is criminally bad design is what this is. It's bad telecasting. It's bad with the camera. Visually, it makes no sense. And enemy constantly obscuring things does not help.
Alright, got that last one. I'll get this one. I'm the one who has, like, a clear line of shot of this one.
Yeah. Logically, this makes no fucking sense. Okay. You get the one on...
You gotta get the one on the left. Yeah, that was all of them.
I missed it because... I think we're just at the save state after every single fucking barrel here. Is what this feels like. If we don't get it on this try, I'm just going like...
Go for the
All right.
underbelly.
The timing doesn't make any sense here. Like, gauging when the barrels are actually in blow-uppable mode. I've been plenty accurate so far in this game, but for whatever reason, this just seems impossible to me.
Weak spot. Go for the underbelly.
Johnny says that the FAQ mentions that this is a test of friendship.
It's definitely not you. I'm not mad at you. I'm not like, you know... I just think this is so ill-conceived.
You take the shot. Alright.
This is losing a lot of goodwill for this game with me.
That's on me. That one's 100% on me.
No, it's not on you. That's on the game. Like, you may have missed a shot, but there are so many factors that are contributing to how ridiculously difficult it is to pull these shots off. There's so much stacked against us here. This is the sort of shit that, you know, if this game had sufficient budget and time to be play tested, one person would have taken one look at it and been like, fuck off. Take this shit out. No casual player will ever have the patience for this. This is where 99% of your players will drop off unless you tear this shit out by the root.
You're going to have to aim to the left, and I'm going to have to aim to the right. Wait.
This is incredibly tricky because the camera shifting, the fact that it's Dutched, is making it so that like shots go cattywampus. I got this last one.
One more shot.
Jesus wept.
I actually
That's the end of that.
thought that was a fun challenge, personally.
Spirit, you're beginning to loosen up a bit, old man.
Now imagine if we had 5 lives and had to start the entire stage over, and if all those initial
that's
runs where we were trying to troubleshoot it and figure out which barrels we needed to shoot were being like genuine punishments that were sending us back to the beginning of the stage.
Okay. Fun challenge that was poorly implemented.
All they needed to do was not have the radioactive barrels be a one-hit kill. They could have had it damage you.
Yeah.
They could have had it be like, you know, like some penalty there, but the fact that it just poisons you immediately and it's instant death, that means that's an instant lose state.
There's also, like, you will lose a life. You will lose one life trial and erroring that. Just
Also,
like,
Johnny
that
Baggett
just
raises a
kills me.
good point. Their main issue there is that the dialogue is misleading. Yeah, Valdez says, shoot the stomach, or you have to hit the stomach. What he means to say is you need to shoot the barrels when it's underneath the stomach. But if you were just dumping ammo into the worm, apparently it would do 0 damage. Bullets do no damage to this boss. So you could lose that many more lives and have to restart this level that many more times. And this was a fucking hard level, mind you.
Yeah.
So playing back up to this point is not a prospect I even want to think about. Disappointing and incredibly frustrating. They had the kernel of a good idea, and they had the worst possible execution of it. Like, yeah, conceptually, I like the idea of, like, having to discriminate between different barrels and whatnot. But just the way it is implemented is so criminally bad that it has me, like, second-guessing a lot of this game right now.
Oh, a headlock comes around.
I think the boss fights are definitely the weakest part of this game. They're the biggest challenges. And, you know, it's not that the challenge is necessarily a problem. This game is allowed to be hard. Right? The problem I'm having is not that the game is hard. I don't want to get good at it. The game is just too hard. It's just that the boss fights are incredibly unclear as to what you have to do, and the rules seem to change from encounter to encounter. The fact that there is a DPS race boss fight.
Also, that first boss was also, like...
The saw blades?
Yeah, was real bad, too. Like, if this game has... If you had to pick out one... If I had to pick out one major flaw of this game, it would be the boss fights.
Like, I get that they're meant to be skill checks, but the ways in which they test your skills and timing... Like, I think of, like, the subway fight, right? And that's a pure timing test. That is, all right, measure out these many bullets to keep this thing perpetually in the center. Mm-hmm. And that's conceptually neat, but it's just the fact that they work as meat grinders and drain your health so quickly.
I still think even if we come to the conclusion by the end that the full process of playing this game is like a pain. Which, I mean, on real hardware, it absolutely would be a humongous pain to get through this game. But I still, you know, this game still is doing something very interesting for, you know, what it was, for what they had available to them.
No doubt.
I think it is still like a special game. It's still, I think, a game more people should be aware of. But it is a game that is very hard, and for reasons that include poor design.
I think what this game straight up needs, for it to have any chance of like people giving it a reevaluation, of people like actually committing to playing through it, it needs a rebalance. What it desperately needs is a rebalance patch. Something that like increases the damage value of the weapons, gives everything long range.
I don't think we're in the clear yet.
That rebalances the boss fights.
Slime Generator says, sounds like the type of clip you'd hear from someone who can't distinguish barrels very well.
I wonder how much easier and/or harder that worm fight in particular would be with the computer. Because apparently there are some boss fights where the computer makes it completely trivial, and some where the computer makes it downright impossible.
I feel like that could be... I feel like unless the game is completely unbeatable in single-player mode, then the computer would probably make that one easier.
Like, the game should have just, like, really played to its strengths here. Which is, like, when the game tosses 100 zombies at you, and you get to mow them down, occasionally broken up by enemies who have, like, ranged options that necessitate switching your weapons up, or whatever it is you need to do. Like, when they're cooking, and when they're scorching the pot, they are scorching the fucking pot. They are burning the house down with those boss fights.
Oh, that's definitely a long-range situation.
Yes.
I need to just switch to single so I can actually aim at this one guy. Got a guy on your ass there.
I tried kicking.
Okay, they're trying to aim over there. Well, didn't happen, but he's dead anyway.
Come on, man.
Okay.
I think I made the comment last time, too, that, man, I need to blink more right now.
Why start now?
Embarrassing you, man.
I'm getting the feeling the SMGs are probably going to be pretty helpful here.
Uh-oh.
Maybe not as helpful as I thought.
Yeah.
But now I need to switch to the assault rifle because of the enemies who are at range over there.
Overheat? What? Oh, I'm that... I was using the wrong weapon. Shit.
Hey, can you keep up?
Okay. Tactical roll. Switching between SMGs and assault rifle as they overheat. That's my new strategy. So writing down. Also, look at that flash.
Something didn't render. Yeah.
You know, that could be an emulation issue.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, I wish it hadn't zoomed in there. It's a shame that so many of the flourishes are active detriments as well to your visibility, to your ability to like, read a room. I think what this game ultimately needed to be, and this would be less fun, it'd be less dynamic, it would make for a boringer game, but this needed to be top-down. Ultimately, the game they wanted to make was a top-down shooter.
Yeah.
You can tell from the lack of ability to aim up and down that we are effectively... It is effectively a top-down shooter, but with needlessly fancy camera angles. And those camera angles are the undoing in a lot of situations.
I feel like this is a game that if I were to recommend people play it on their own, I would readily suggest play it with invincibility.
Yeah.
Like maybe start by playing it normally, but at a certain point, just put on invincibility and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, unfortunately, here at the Bad Game Hall of Fame.
Bad Game Hall of Fame, where we'll do that eventually, just not right now. Ah, damn it.
How about now?
Okay, that's 100% on me. So I should have locked arms earlier.
That's on me. I will save state here. It's a shame we don't have shotguns anymore. I think we have to just use pistols. I think we ultimately just have to use the pistols and rapid fire them. Yep.
I mean, I went with the SMG in that case. I figured that'd be the one case where I'd want to lock arms and then completely concentrate fire. There's definitely a one-shotter coming from off stage here.
Oh, almost indubitably.
He might be gone now. Someone just tossing axes at me. Like, I saw Johnny commenting that it seems like this game does the DMC thing of if there's an enemy off screen, they won't attack you. No, that's definitely not true.
Slime Generator says, this is the first video game in the genre of indie game that Charkie would play a demo of in the Discord and go, oh, I hope they fix it up when they finish it. Very particular genre. You know, also, you know, discord.gg/bghof. Folks. If our whinging hasn't put you off. I mean, the reason I'm getting like so critical is because this is a game that I think has potential. If this game like sucked, like it was whatever, if this game like wasn't like, you know, didn't have moments of greatness in it, I think I'd be less mad. Who am I kidding? I'd be more mad. I'd hate the game that much more. It is like a disappointed. It's like a stern kind of like, this is what they should be doing, and the fact they didn't is disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see. Well, I'm trying to think how I want to phrase this.
Holy cow, this is more
Fuck that shit. Here comes Mongo.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Kill them!
Behind us too.
Okay.
Nope. Go up. He's dead. I was like, when's he gonna get his health bar? Never, I guess.
I'm ready for a second one to come out now.
What if we weren't supposed to kill him that quick? Never mind.
End of level? No.
Torch on. End of level.
I was half right.
Do you want to take a brief intermission so I can go use the restroom real quick and also like blink a few times.
Yep, sure, we can do that. All right,
Okay,
folks,
also,
we'll be
I guess
back.
rest my hands for a sec.
Very good. We'll be back in just a few minutes. And we're back.
All right.
I kept it on the screen because I wanted to see the title card for this upcoming level, know what the name of the level is and what the image is for it. I didn't want to lose that behind the scenes, behind the intermission screen.
Freaked out. All right.
Okay.
Have you ever been to like a fair or a carnival where they purposely made the clown shit all creepy?
Yes.
'Cause I haven't. Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the new hotness.
Oh!
Oh, no. I mean, I get it. I get the temptation to do this. Don't do this.
I mean, I've adjusted, but that was a unwelcome surprise. Oh wait, we don't have our torches on anymore. So there
Oh, that was
a
like a
torch section
2-second
just for-
intermission. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that a party favor?
I think it was.
Okay, never mind. But to say we've stopped doing the Dutch angle. No, we
Exciting
haven't.
new angles on every screen transition, on every camera cut.
What do you think the odds are we're gonna have one where the camera's just straight up upside down?
Oh, like 75% chance.
You know, I know it wouldn't work for the sake of it being a game, but I would expect like this to be like rolling us around,
Yeah.
like not just a spin because I've been in one of those things at a carnival where they
Help,
had
we're trapped in a Winamp visualizer.
they had a fun house with like a tunnel at the end that was like spinning and like it would like spin you as you were walking down it. And I remember that I had to get kicked out of it by one of the carnival workers just because it was too fun to be in the spinning thing for me as a kid.
It's like kids who live in the ball pits.
Yeah.
We're like, I'm not going home, Mother. I have everything I need right here in the ball pits. Slime Generator says from the director of Battlefield Earth. Yeah.
Got my ball pit. A mystery. Unravel it.
Past the Dutchy angle on the right-hand side. On the right angle side.
That guy's gonna get in range of my pistols eventually. I could switch to the long range. I just don't.
Yeah,
feel
I'm
like
too
it.
stubborn to switch at this point.
Embarrassing you, man.
Yeah, for just one guy, come on. He doesn't even have a gun.
Johnny Baggett says, this may seem like a strange statement, but I could watch Battlefield Earth again. No, Battlefield Earth is a 5-star, so bad it's good movie. It's a movie that you can truly go back and rewatch and discover something new every time you watch it that's funny. Movies like The Room. The Room, honestly, like, you know, the first time you watch it, it's great. The first time you watch it, it's magic. But on rewatches, having to sit through the fucking never-ending sex scenes every time, like, there are parts of that that I actively dread watching. I can't think of scenes in Battlefield Earth that I actively dread rewatching.
Now, I know you would hate it. I know you would absolutely hate it. But have you ever seen The Room in a theater with other people, like a midnight showing situation?
Fuck no, and you could not pay
Okay.
me to.
I think I've been at least once. I might have been twice. But I know that is so not your scene.
Yeah, it's like that Rocky Horror Picture Show
Yes.
matinee shit that
Yeah.
I'm just like... I mean, it's great that people can do that. It's great as long as people who are going into it have already seen the movie 100 times as it is. Like, whatever.
Yes.
But I just feel for anyone who's trying to watch the movie for the first time, who, like, their friends dragged them to it, and they're trying to just appreciate or understand what it is about the movie that is funny, and you have a bunch of assholes throwing spoons at the screen.
Yeah.
Or
I mean,
singing...
that's... Going there... Going to a midnight showing like that is the wrong way to watch that movie for the first time. Same with Rocky Horror. Like, you wouldn't watch Rocky Horror in that scenario for your first time. Because you'd be unprepared for, you know, the ceremony of it all.
But I don't know, it also, like, you know, even bearing that in mind, even having seen those movies before, and, like, you know, I could show up at that theater, and I just wouldn't dig it.
Yeah, I know. I get that that's, like... I know you from every angle, Cass. No,
You truly do. I want to say...
I know you well enough.
I don't want to get sappy on stream in the middle of this goofy-ass game,
Yeah.
but Charkie really does truly get me, folks, and I deeply respect and appreciate that. The fact that Charkie can just be like, you know what I bet Cass hates? Like, movie matinees where people, like, there's crowd participation. And, like, you know, what indication have I given them? When have we ever talked about that before? And to be so spot on, to be, like, 1,000% correct in it, I mean, that takes,
Yeah,
like, a good-ass friend. So...
Yeah, because I know you don't like having fun, so I figured that's why.
Man, we're blowing up this arcade. The preservationists in the audience must be furious watching this. No, that was an original cabinet over there.
They're all Rough Thrills machines. They're just interchangeable.
Oh, okay. You know what? In
Light
that
gun
case, we're
games,
doing the
yeah.
world a favor here. I'm hearing legally distinct Pac-Man sounds.
Yeah.
Remember when everything used to use the Pac-Man 2600 noises, specifically? When everything that
Yes.
tried to do, like, fake video game or, like, you know, faux pixel art. Like, G4 used that shit in everything.
There was a film I was doing in high school. Film, quote unquote. Comedy skit I was doing in high school. That I wanted to include a scene where some of the characters were playing video games, and it was going to be them playing like WWE, like Day of Reckoning or something, but with the Pac-Man sounds on top of it.
Yeah. my ultimate would be I would just want to get everything possible wrong. I'd have it be a two-player game. One person is using a light gun. The other person is using Atari 2600 controller. Neither of them are plugged in. One of them is upside down. The game is like an RPG. And it has, like, you know, like text overlays on it that say, you win, game over. Just like anything you can get wrong will go wrong with that.
I think that was my plan too, because I wanted them to have like Atari controllers.
It's just someone with like a fucking VCS joystick and it cuts to Call of Duty on the screen, you know? It's just...
I feel like that sort of joke, though, would be perfect to dig out a Power Glove.
One person is in VR, the other is using the Power Glove.
Yeah, I've seen a movie where, like, someone is, like, in VR with, like, a glove doing stuff, and then it cuts to, like, just a video of food fight for Atari 2600.
A food fight, the PS2 prototype, or whatever fucking system it was, prototype leaked. And by prototype, it's not a playable prototype, it's just a bunch of assets and, like, levels, and there's no, like, source code driving it, but, you know, it at least indicates, it at least shows to the world that this was something that was planned at some point, and then cooler heads prevailed and realized, like, wait, what the fuck? We're spending money on this?
Oh, cutscene.
So the omens foretold. They have arrived.
Whoa! Who let the dogs out?
Be quiet.
Oh, yes, Mom.
There are things you need to know. There is a great evil among us. The source comes from beneath. Through
If you put the shoulder in the way, you don't have to lip sync anything.
the dead.
The hospital?
Indeed. You must seek it out and destroy it before they complete their plans. You are our last hope.
Wow, she's beautiful.
She is not what she seems. Her appearance matches not the evil within.
Sounds like my wife.
Now, please. You know.
It's so lame, but...
Don't you have anything that can help us? A crystal ball, a magic potion, something?
What? I miss out on all the shooting? What's got into you? Well, so long, babe. We got some heads to crack. Let's go, Fortman.
Well, I hope she's alright. I hope she can fend for herself.
So, speaking of games leaking, I'll say this here because I feel like the news has been stacked enough that we probably won't get to this on the next podcast.
Podcast@badgamehalloffame.com.
Thank you. Did you hear that Guilty Gear Strive got leaked everything? Like, the source code for the game is leaked?
Ruh-oh.
Yeah. Everything in Season 5 has been leaked. So, like, there's, like, mostly finished versions of the characters that have yet to be released. Straight up the source code, like, to the point where you can open it in Unreal and change things and compile your own version of Guilty Gear Strive.
Ay. That's catastrophic.
Yeah.
That's downright unprecedented.
Yeah, that is straight up like someone inside did something super illegal for that to happen. People are also saying that, like, oh, this proves that the Exerd characters are going to be DLC for the next season because they're in the game files. When really, they're only in the game files because they were, like, working with that early on as a base. So people are, like, kind of drawing
Erroneous
too many conclusions from it.
Yeah.
But this is still kind of catastrophic. Also, it is up in the air right now whether or not this is going to be a serious, like, security issue for NetPlay, because they were already having issues a while back with, like, hackers in online.
Yes.
That was, like, unaddressed for a very long time, and people are now wondering how a source code leak could potentially lead to more online issues.
It can lead to deeper understanding of how the netcode works and make it that much easier to create exploits. So they'd have to completely redo the netcode from the ground up at this stage, which I don't see them doing. I mean, it took long enough to convince these motherfuckers to do rollback netplay, and now, like, this is just going to motivate them and be like, well, the main attraction, I suppose.
Gee, Wally.
Yeah, maybe we'll mention that in the podcast if we find a good link for the story, but that is humongous.
Good at ricocheting our shots back at us, so shoot the
Oh.
clovers when they're in the air.
If he goes to get more, we'll nail him before he re-arms.
Let's
So don't shoot him unless he has no
yeah!
things, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, if you shoot him while he has the stuff, then he'll reflect it, and you can shoot the cleavers out of the air. Even though they don't work great, like the execution ends up being poor a lot of the times. I do like the fact that they do want to try a bunch of unique gimmicks for boss fights, right?
Yeah.
That they're aiming for that sort of like puzzle fight thing. But like as we've seen with I would say every single boss fight, the execution isn't there.
I'm surprised these projectiles are traveling that slow.
You gonna do a thing?
What is this song? Okay, the Desert
think at
Eagles
some
don't
point
have
he's
enough
gonna
range to be effective.
Do you think at some point he's just gonna realize if he doesn't throw those at us, he never dies?
No,
He's gonna-
because then we wouldn't have a boss fight.
Yeah. It would be fun for him to go like, you know what? We find ourselves at an impasse. I'll just leave. There's nothing I can really do. You two seem to have understood my strategy, and I have nothing else to offer.
If we complain about how brutal the boss fights are, then this is just like uncharacteristically.
Like, honestly, if anything's going to kill us, it's us getting just a little too greedy of shooting and killing ourselves very, very, very slowly.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, now jump somewhere else. And then begin throwing the cleavers. Oh, now you're going to jump again. Okay.
That's what I call a mix-up. Oh boy. Now this should have been the first boss.
Yeah, this level of difficulty, yeah. Actually, the first boss, I said the first boss was the saw blades. No, I'm wrong.
No, it was the
first
electric
boss
chair
was
guy,
the
which was
electric
fairly
chair
easy
guy,
too, yeah.
Yeah.
I should have flagged that.
The thing is, that was such a non-issue for us that, like, I forgot that was a boss.
Yeah, we took no damage. That we had a perfect run on that fight.
That's actually one that's way harder if you have an AI with you. They're bad at that fight. Not.
Yeah. Not that it fucking matters.
Slime Generator says this guy looks like Kinky Goro.
This music is not particularly good. What if those cleavers were one-hit kills, and we just have been avoiding instant death by getting all the cleavers this whole time?
That's how good we are. Don't test it.
I can't take much more.
Keep shooting. Fuck this guy for wasting our time.
Oh, it's a neat trick, but you can only do it once.
Daffy Duck would be proud.
The hospital is nearby. Let's finish this.
Yeah, it's time to diagnose and prescribe a more permanent remedy.
Bullet medicine!
You said it, Chief!
Oh, they're getting along now.
Something of the body count thing scrolling up, starting to scroll up right as they were saying that. I thought I was like, are those the credits? Is this how?
To be continued in part 2. Triple caliber.
Speaking of parts, how many levels are in this game?
That would be 26.
We are at 18. It is, in my time, 9:30-ish. So. It sounds like a lot to finish the game tonight.
But we also want to make sure that the next episode isn't just 30 minutes long. Quite the pickle we're in.
We have a little less than 10 levels, and we went a little less than 10 levels today. I think potentially... It's hard to say, but I think potentially if we were to stop like right about now-ish, and then finish it on the next episode, that gives us maybe enough time?
Let's see what the name of the next level is. Let's see if it's en route to the hospital or if it is the hospital.
Out of patience.
How about one more level? Let's do one more level.
Okay. Because we started this episode with some quick ones, and then they got longer. And knowing this game's going to get real fucking hard.
I guess we won't be finding many sick people here. Just deadheads.
Sick, dead, whatever. They all need curing. The point-blank way. Do you know where we need to go?
There's only one place the dead go in here. The morgue. I think we'll find what we're looking for there.
Going down.
Whoa! Let's put him down! More, you freak!
Yeah, if we can get like 5 minutes, 10 minutes out of this level, I think that'll set us up for success in the next and last episode.
Yeah, I can't imagine trying to beat all of this tonight at the time it is right now. Also, I'm about to die. I got fucked up at some point. I think there's like an axe thrower who was messing
Switch
with
to
me.
your assault rifle or something.
Okay, I'll rephrase what I said. I think there's an axe thrower who the camera never focuses on who's been messing with me. I don't even remember what weapons we have for...
Assault rifle, SMG, pistols. Up.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay.
Don't forget the TNT. I know it was mentioned earlier, but this game really needed a way to avoid damage, like a dodge button or, I don't know, something.
More things that you could actually shoot out of the air. Or like a limited resource health kit. Like one you can pop between checkpoints.
Can you keep up?
Like maybe get like 1 or 2 chances to emergency heal yourself between checkpoints.
You know what this could have done? House of the Dead 2 home version. Where you had different modifiers you could bring into levels with you that you can like find by shooting stuff in the levels, right? Like, you know, whether it be score multiplier or extra life or more damage or like unique novel weapons, just something that would have incentivized replay because you're going through the levels trying to find these hidden objects. And furthermore, it lets you customize almost like perks and like a, you know, a Call of Duty or what have you.
Also, you see, I took like half damage, mostly because there was an enemy to our left. Right there, he's just throwing axes at me from behind.
Yeah, I think you just have to aim in that direction, even if you can't see it. I think you just kind of need to like spray in that direction and hope you eventually hit pay dirt.
That really keeps happening here. And I'll have to point out again, Johnny was extremely wrong about him being fair about that.
At this point, I'm just going locked arms, ranged weapons. All I care about is getting these guys before they get us. Brutal. Okay.
All right.
I'll deal with everything at range. You deal with stuff as it comes close.
Yeah.
I'll try to take care of your axe guy, too.
Fire in the hole! Yes! Point blank, man!
There's an axe guy coming from... Even considering we just went through the funhouse, this level so far is being like the camera at its worst. Of just,
Brutal. Let's keep doing it natty. Let's see what happens.
What, did you see that axe fly past us?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe this level is actually where we start next episode after we game over.
Yeah. I threw the dynamite directly into your back. That is what has been happening. I burned through all my TNT out of spite there. Which is not a winning strategy, but...
My TNT decided to not go forward. Game over. Oh boy. I still want people to know about this game. Yeah.
Sure. But it's definitely becoming more uneven. The deeper this game gets, the longer it goes. And let's be honest, the more it overstays its welcome, the more issues are becoming apparent.
Yes.
Also, I think I can't hit those things because all the bullets I'm firing are going directly into your head.
All right, good to know. Good to know. That means it's on me to take care of these. Axe is still coming. Right, there's going to be a one-hit kill guy. Like, the axes are really, really just the worst part here because they're coming from off-screen.
Notice how this is getting worse with each respawn, by the way. Notice how the camera is getting less functional every time we load into this, lending credence to my earlier theory that this game... Notice how an axe flew past us at the beginning of the level here.
You could totally be right.
I think I'm fucking right. I think there is something this game does where it gets harder or more broken every time you continue. I think there are things that are like fundamentally broken with the scripting. Whether it's just like some memory issue or values that aren't getting flushed, or just like the state at which it loads on reload. But there is absolutely something positively fucked up where the game is getting actively more broken and unfair every time we hit the continue button.
Do you think that maybe the next time we need to just have like a keyboard button bound to save, so that we can like save between save rather at checkpoints and then load those saves rather than let the game load? I'm just gonna do stuff like this.
It might have to be.
Yeah, so instead of like using the game's checkpoints. Whenever it hits a checkpoint, we do a quick save and then
Yeah, just to maintain
utilize that.
some sort of momentum. But at the same time, then we're depriving ourselves of the game breaking in potentially hilarious ways. Also, my TNT I threw, it stuck to my face. Let's max the throw.
Yeah, did it to me too. I think it has completely broken at this point.
Yeah. It was getting a little too close there for a second. Luckily, we have the memory card save, obviously, for enter your high score code at twincaliber.net. Everyone get on that. Yeah, that's curious. We're definitely going to have to consider how we're going to approach this, because this is already hard enough as is. This level, the situations they're tossing at us are definitely, like, beyond the pale. And yes, we'll have to seriously consider how we approach it if we want to maintain functionality. We want to make it through it in the third and final episode of this playthrough. Yeah. It's so odd, because it's just a little bit of talking at the end of the show here. Not a whole spiel, not like we're final wrap-up on this or anything, but it's for every step forward this game takes, every cool thing it does, it feels like there's like two things in the back pocket. Some fucking shitty camera angle, or apparent bug, or poor choice of weapon, or just a bit of design that like makes no sense, or a boss fight that is really poorly telegraphed, or whatever the case may be. Dynamite not working despite being like, you know, a very necessary tool. The fact they deprive you of it when you die. The fact that the game punishes you for death, even beyond the broken stuff. Even beyond the fact that the game seems to get, like, actively less stable on every reload. It's also just a game that punishes you on death between the TNT and between, like, where those checkpoints are. It's so clearly unfinished, right?
Yep.
And I understand the circumstances behind it. Like, you know, I've been very transparent from the beginning, from the word go with this one, that this was a game that was developed under financial peril by Rage Games. So the fact they managed to put out anything at all, is something like a miracle, as people would say. I mean, that's certainly an expression I've heard before. The fact they put anything out at all is a miracle. But, you know, ultimately when that miracle means, like, consumers buying the game and getting something that they can't finish because the state of it is so busted and so unfair, is it really a miracle? I mean, it's a great idea. It's executed mostly well. Like, when it works, and it's so cool, and it's so action-packed, and the set pieces are so over the top, and the characters and the dialogue is so over the top. It tries so hard to endear itself to the player, but it is stymied by so much in the way of things they just could not address with the time and budget they were given. And that's a sadness. There's a sadness in my heart. Because, you know, like, obviously, you know, the first natural thought you have after explaining or understanding that is, what if they had 3 extra months and another $300,000? What if they had...
Pizza party!
What, in Europe, where they're from? Or... you know, imagining, like, what the feature-complete version of this game, the fully tested and implemented and vetted version of this game, would have, like, surely been some sort of, like, cult classic. But as it stands, like, I'm beginning to understand more with each passing minute, with each passing level, why it has struggled to achieve, why it's struggled to attain that sort of reputation. Because I imagine, again, like, people playing this on real hardware and just reaching points of no return, or points where the frustration has mounted to the point where people just fall off of it. And on some level, that's, you know, not acceptable. I'm of the opinion that, you know, you can have a game that's charming and has really great ideas behind it, and, you know, I excuse bad execution up to a certain point. If it's a matter of, like, learning the way that the developers want the game to be played, the very specific way, and, like, figuring out, decoding that is the codex to the game, that's one thing. That's like a Drake of the 99 Dragons, right? That there is a very prescribed, specific way the developer saw you going through those levels. I can understand that. I can respect that on some level, and I can try to match that wavelength. But it's so unapparent in this game, and the impression I get is that the developers probably couldn't. I mean, they could probably finish it just based on the merit of like knowing where every spawn is, from having programmed every scene to like, you know, to know like exactly how it plays out. But in terms of like being able to match the developers on that, it just takes rote memorization. It takes going through these levels hundreds of times to memorize those spawn points. And if that's the way it's meant to be played, if the codex, if the secret to this is just that brute force repetition, dying, restarting levels over and over and over and over and over again, which is the impression that I strongly get, then that's kind of like not acceptable. That's kind of like the sort of design that I've spent so long rallying against. There has to be some sort of through line. There has to be like some sort of way through. Ideally, more than one way through. Ideally, you know, like the ideal games are ones where there's multiple solutions to any given puzzle. And this is very much not that case. It requires such specific configurations of guns at specific times, TNT in specific locations, shooting for precise measured amounts of time to measure for overheating or for enemies that need to be stun locked while other ones are still attacking you. And it's all that stuff piling up that is more than anything, more than like, you know, the game breaking in those weird instances and the bugs. It's honestly that I think is coming home to roost for me now. I think those are the sort of thoughts I'm parsing now in the back of my head that are starting to detract from my ability to recommend this game earnestly.
I think for me, I am less harsh on this in my personal opinion of it. It is still bad. It still has very fundamental flaws, but in terms of like those flaws like detracting from the experience for me, like it is not a game I would play for fun at this point. Like these later levels especially are not something that are fun. But there's enough time between when this came out and now for me to look at it more as a curio. That I find more value in this as something to look back on as this weird thing that came out that no one noticed, that had some interesting ideas behind it. Than like examining it in a modern sense as if like this just came out right now, because yeah, it's not good. It has a ton of flaws. It is not something I would recommend people play for fun. But as a look at something that came out in the PS2 era that was definitely trying something that didn't succeed but had cool ideas behind it, and that had some level of charm to its presentation, that I still recommend people would like look at it, like check it out in some regard.
Even that means checking it out by watching us play through it, so you don't have to.
Yeah, like honestly, when I say I want more people to be aware of this, I don't necessarily mean I want them to go out and play this necessarily, because it's definitely not for everyone, and it definitely has a lot of issues that make it actively unfun to play. But it is something that I think more people should really just be aware of. Should like know, like, hey, there's this real goofy, like grindhouse-ass zombie twin-stick rail shooter on PS2 you probably never heard of. And there are parts of it that are charming and interesting, and parts of it that are super fucking frustrating. But even if you just watch it from a distance, I think it is a very interesting product.
Yeah, I think
very
that's
interesting
completely
attempt
fair.
at doing something.
I think it's a completely fair perspective on it. It is ultimately, like, I ultimately agree with you, of course. I think, you know, watch our playthrough. Recommend people watch our playthrough. Send people our way. Tell them that we suffered so they didn't have to. I think that's as good a takeaway as any. And obviously we'll have final thoughts on this game. Maybe it pulls it together in the last act, or maybe it all falls apart. We'll find out in the third and final episode of this Twin Caliber playthrough. But for now, folks, that's going to do it for episode 2 of Twin Caliber, as played by me, Cassidy, and Charkie, us of the Bad Game Hall of Fame, et al.
Yep.
Stream schedule. Thursday, the 15th, we should be continuing our playthrough of 2005's Narc reboot. on board for that. We got me, Charky, Johnny, and Sid, the gang, in full effect as we topple the street gangs, the drug gangs in the world of Narc. Saturday, the 17th, we got a fight night coming up between you, Charky, and Sid. That's a fresh pairing, and it gets me off the hook. Maybe I'll ref, maybe I'll call it, maybe I'll be third just for funsies, for color, but any night or any fight night where I don't have to play the games is a good fight night in my books. Mondays, as always, are casual Mondays, one of our 2 new time slots. We had a really fun episode yesterday. I just want to put out there that I got to play the original 2003 Call of Duty, and I had a swell time. There was some Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 played. You brought a couple of indie games to the table. Definitely one I recommend folk watching. Of course, the archives for that, not available on YouTube because the production quality on them is a little bit too unstructured for what I think the YouTube audience wants. So you can catch them while they're still up on Twitch, or you can go to the Patreon archives until we work out a way to distribute those VODs more efficiently, more effectively for folk who happen to support the show. But this Monday coming up on the 19th is another casual Monday. Who knows what we're bringing to the table? You'll have to tune in to find out. And then we will finish this on Tuesday the 20th, this twin caliber right here. If you like what you saw here tonight, please consider joining our Discord community, discord.gg/bghof. That is our Discord for all things Bad Game Hall of Fame, all things community related. We got hangouts, we got active discussion across dozens of channels, and we have a Bad Game Club currently active. It's our monthly club in which we report on and have the community join together, band together to play bad games and give summations and thoughts on them. This month is Castlevania The Adventure on the Game Boy, so please to get in while the getting's good on that one. Get in while the getting's good on a not so good Castlevania game, to say the least. And if you really like what you saw here tonight, what we're doing here at the Bad Game Hall of Fame, please to consider pledging on Patreon, subscribing on Twitch, becoming a member on YouTube. Any or all of the above ways of financially supporting us will grant you access on the Discord server to our Patreon Saints channel, wherein folk can vote in polls, make suggestions for stuff they want to see on the show, help steer the direction of the show, really, as well as gaining access to some exclusive perks. As mentioned, exclusive VODs on demand. Stuff that's either too casual or too copyrighted for YouTube, as well as soon to come bonus episodes of the Bad Game Hall of Fame podcast. Podcast.badgamehalloffame.com for the non-premium episodes of that, if you want to give our podcast a listen. If you cannot financially support us at this juncture, we completely understand. Please consider sharing the videos with folk you know, particularly those from our suggested viewing playlist over on YouTube. 20 handpicked episodes that we think make for pretty solid onboarding onto this show of ours. Or maybe you know someone who is a carnival clown, who has a penchant for cleavers, and maybe they can learn that the most effective strategy is not to toss those cleavers away. You hold them tight and you can bounce bullets off of them. So maybe they need to see that, and maybe you should send them this episode. But we leave it to your discretion, dear viewer, when it comes to that. I think that covers all our bases.
I think so, yeah.
In that case, let's see about a raid. Who's playing what? Who's fit to send folk their way? Oh. Okay. Well, Dot Level is playing the Genesis Superman game. I don't recall that game being particularly great. Would you believe me if I told you it was a bad Superman game? If I told you a Superman game was not great, would you believe me? Well, you'll have to tune in, find out, see for yourself. See if I'm spinning lies here, or we'll leave it to you to find out. Let them know. Let Dot know that the Bad Game Hall of Fame sent you, so on and so forth. And for the Bad Game Hall of Fame, I have been Crossfire Cassidy.
And I've been Instant Hit instant kill dog Charky.
Yeah, first of your name. Yeah, thanks again for tuning in, for suffering with us, folk. For the highs, the lows, everything in between, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But for now, bye!
Good night, everybody.